Hello, my name is Shelby Trevor, and this is Shelby Trevor Violin Studio. This is a video designed for students as they start out with their lessons so that they can get familiar with their own violins. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the violin and the different parts of the violin. The violin is set up really similar to a person. It has a head, it has a neck, these are kind of like the shoulders, it has a body, and it even has a tailpiece. Which I know people don't have tails, but we can think of it as like a creature. So one of the most important things about the violin are the strings, which there are 4 strings. So they're tuned to G, D, A, and E. That's how we make all the sound in all the songs, and we put our fingers on the strings and change the sound that way. They go over the bridge of the violin. So the bridge holds up the strings, and also the resonance from the strings passes through the bridge and into the body of the instrument, and the instrument is designed like a speaker, so the sound comes out through these holes here called F holes because they're shaped like fancy Fs. The other parts of the violin are the head of the violin, which has a scroll on it, which is this really nice piece of wood that spirals around, and it has pegs on it, which these are for tuning and for holding the strings in place. The pegs go into this peg box. As the strings wrap around, they come out of the peg box over this little piece right here called the nut, which holds them up above the fingerboard, which is this long black piece of ebony wood here. And it's called the fingerboard because that's where we put our fingers when we're playing the strings. The fingerboard sits on the neck of the violin, which is this piece right here, and from here all the way up to the scroll is one piece of wood. So these are called the bouts of the instrument. These go around to these indents here, which are called C bouts, and the reason that that is there is so that the bow has space to go from the E and down to the G, so that I can change strings with my bow and the body of the violin won't get in the way. Now, sometimes you'll also have tuners down here called fine tuners. So you have the tuners here, which are pegs, tuning pegs, and then these are fine tuners down here. Violins have a tailpiece, which actually usually looks more like this one, where it's a piece of ebony wood or plastic or rosewood or boxwood or something, and the strings will go into the tailpiece. My violin's a little bit different. This is not typical, but I have Kevlar attached to my strings. My tailpiece would attach to this end button down here, this button down here, which holds everything together. It holds the strings, which holds the bridge and the pegs all together. So that end button's pretty important. And then I have this chin rest right here. There are lots of different styles and shapes and sizes of chin rests. This is a very standard type of chin rest. I also have a shoulder rest on my violin on the other side here, and this just helps to fit to my shoulder, makes it easier for me to hold it, just a little bit more comfortable when I'm practicing and playing. I'm going to take the shoulder rest off for now so that we can look at the back of the instrument here. Some violins will have one piece of wood, mine is 2. This is maple. You can kind of see the pretty lines that are in it, in the wood. The sides are also maple, and the neck and the head, that one piece here, is also maple. The top is made out of spruce, which is a lighter, more resonant wood, which allows for the sound to pass through the top more easily, which is where the sound is going to come out through the F holes. So inside of the violin is a sound post that goes from the bottom to the top, and it's a piece of wood that's like a little post that goes underneath here, and that helps to make the treble sounds come through. There's also a bar that's on the top plate that's on this piece of wood here. That's a bass bar. And you can kind of see it when you look at an angle. You can see the piece of wood running this way. So on this side you have the sound post, and then on this side you can see the bass bar running across this way. So those those are the basic parts of the violin. If you'd like to ask me a question, I'd be happy to answer in the comments. You can also go to my website at shelbytrevorviolinstudio.com. There's a lot of information there about lessons or other projects that I'm doing. And I also have lots of performances recorded on there as well that you can check out if you're interested in that. So feel free to check me out online there. I'll be posting more content like this. So I'll see you later. Have a good day.